People come from all over the world to marvel at the great pyramids of Giza, the legendary Sphinx, the Temple of Karnak, Abu Simbel, and other ancient monuments. What many tourists don't realize is that Egypt is filled with a wealth of environmental treasures that are equally as stunning. The Red Sea region is home to many of these environmental wonders. Join me and my friend Muhammad Adaroub on a journey to the southern edge of the coastal desert, where we'll find an area that is rich in natural attractions. Yalla ya Muhammad. Unique coral reefs and diverse marine life, ancient monuments, Bedouin life, protected areas adorned with rare mangrove trees, breathtaking mountains, ever-shifting dunes and peaceful oases. The southern Red Sea offers a wonderful opportunity to demonstrate how tourism development can be undertaken in harmony with the environment. Working in cooperation with the Egyptian Environmental Affairs Agency and the Red Sea Governorate, the Tourism Development Authority is formulating a land use management plan for the region. Our journey on the Red Sea will start at Marsa Nakari, just south of Marsa Alam, and continue to Lahmi Bay, just north of Ras Banas. We will begin our tour here in Marsa Nakari, site of one of the diving safari camps that we find operating in this region. These eco-lodges provide divers from around the world with convenient access to the spectacular Red Sea reefs. Underwater diving is a major attraction of the southern Red Sea. The coral reefs here are home to the world's most varied examples of fish and coral. The southern Red Sea is currently host to thousands of divers per year, and their numbers are expected to grow dramatically in the coming years.
People that come to the southern part of the Red Sea area come from all over the world. They come partly for the richness of the marine life. It attracts a lot of divers, but it attracts also a lot of people who come for the beauty and the silence of the desert.
Many people are drawn here to enjoy the antiquities of the area. Marsa Nakari is also the site of an ancient Roman harbour that was active from the year 30 BC until 600 AD. In recent years, there have been excavation projects in this site, and they found nails, pottery, and even old bronze coins that date back to the 1st century AD. Planning for the use of this land is not as easy as it seems. It requires gathering various types of data from satellite images, topography maps, interviews, and field surveys. All this data must be put together to accurately identify the characteristics of each site. The contrasting rocky coastline in nearby Ras Durri is remarkably different from the sands of Marsa Nakari. Here we find a large coastal plain that is broad and flat. The outer reef opens in a way that allows for the passage of boats into an area that could be used for natural anchorage. The varied topographic features that we have here should be preserved or developed in a way that emphasizes their importance to the unique landscape of the region. Planners are also taking into consideration the large coastal plains, sandy beaches, and rocky cliffs when proposing land use. When venturing only a couple of kilometers into Wadi Ghadir, we're introduced to the red rocky cliffs of this canyon. It's incredible that these large green trees are able to survive the harsh desert conditions. There are Bedouins living here as well. When I spoke to the head of the household, Ali, he explained how his is a difficult life and how he and his family are hoping for more job opportunities to come here. The Bedouins are not only amazingly thrifty, but extremely friendly and hospitable. Let's move on further south. Traveling down the coast brings us to another wadi, Wadi Gimal. This is part of the most significant natural protected area in the region, where a palm oasis graciously awaits us at the entrance at Ras Baghdad. It's hard to believe that such a wide variety of plants are indigenous to the Red Sea region. This oasis is densely filled with many of them. Here we can find tamaracks, dome, halfa, arak and bawal. Ah, look here at this leek plant. Local people call it the soap plant as it can be used to wash your hands. What makes this place all the more interesting is its proximity to the sea. It's stunningly beautiful. Let's go inside to Wadi Gamal. This part of the newly declared Wadi Gamal Hamata protected area contains marvelous sites of interest for ecotourism and both scientific and historical research. Here we can find the Solomon's apple tree with its large fruit. When dried, this fruit resembles a sunny-side-up fried egg. The Salvadora bush is another interesting plant used by the locals to brush their teeth. That's good to know in case you forget to pack your toothbrush. Deep inside the park at Wadi Suqait, we come across a temple majestically carved into the heart of the Rocky Mountain. We don't know yet whether this is Roman or Ptolemaic. The village that encircles the temple is thought to be Roman. Recent excavation activity proposes that the vast bulk of the architecture in this village dates to the 5th and 6th century AD. Not a lot is known about the people that lived here, but the archaeologists have found children's toys that would suggest that this was a residential area with families. The inhabitants were not only known to be involved in mining activities, but they also seemed to enjoy small-scale gardening. Several kilometers from the ancient ruins of Suqait village, we can still find the remains of the Roman mining activity. Wadi Gamal is home to some of the oldest rocks in the eastern desert. Here the Romans mined quartz, mica, emeralds and gold. The incredible rock formations tell the story of Earth's geology. Wadi Gamal is indeed high on the list of tourist attractions in the southern Red Sea, from camping in the wild to four-wheel drive safari. Rock climbing on some of the sheer cliffs might also be inviting to skilled climbers.
إنه لمن دواعي سروري أن أبلغكم أنه قد تم إعلان منطقة وادي الجمال وحماطة محمية